Hey Gators, welcome back to Sittin with Simmons. I'm the head men's basketball coach here, Bob Simmons. Thanks for joining us. Before I introduce our A-lister today, our A-list guest, let me talk to you about our sponsor today. Today's sponsor is Under Armour Cold Gear. Why? Well, it's really cold outside. I really didn't like walking from the parking lot to the car. And Under Armour, if you're listening, I do not have a contract with you yet, but I am available and I do look good in everything. So today's guest is the 22nd president of Allegheny College and the first female to hold that position, President Link. President Link, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Coach. I'm so excited to be here on Sittin with Simmons.
You nervous?
I'm a little nervous. I'm always nervous when I talk to you. Come on.
I'm a little nervous too. We'll see how this goes. So we'll start off with an easy one. First question, why did you come to Allegheny College?
I came because I was offered a tremendous opportunity to lead this hidden gem of an institution that I think is so strong academically in terms of its support of students, its mentorship from our faculty, but is not well known enough. So I was really drawn to this opportunity to raise Allegheny's profile, to let the whole world know what a special place this is, and to help us win more in athletics.
That is great. It is great. And you're 100% right. It is a hidden gem, and I think we're ready to burst out onto the scene. So we appreciate your leadership. You're doing a great job in a really tough time. I know this isn't how you planned for your first presidency to go, but from my point of view, you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Well, I appreciate it. It has been an all-team effort. Let's just say this was not the year that I thought it was going to be, but I think we could all say that.
We could. What's your favorite basketball moment from last year? Do you have one?
I do. Well, two. So one was when Jordan Rawls broke the all-time scoring record, and getting actually to sit near his mom when that happened was so fun. And the place was rocking, and the support of him was tremendous, and that was really fun. Actually, I'm going to add three. My second one is having the pep band in the stands for some of the games. We had 3 men's and 3 women's games where we had our brand new pep band livening things up, and they have some work to do on when to play, when not to play, but maybe broadening the repertoire a little bit. But it was a great start, and I think it really added some of the energy that I'm hoping we can all bring back, whether up at Robertson or in the Wise Center, to all of our athletic endeavors. And I think the third, although I don't have, my brain is too stuffed with information to remember which game it was, but the game that allowed both the men's and the night that both the men's and women's teams won to be able to go to the playoffs. The Wise Center was rocking. And those are the moments that we want to have happen again and again. And I wish every one of our athletic competitions felt and sounded like that.
Great answer. Gators, if you don't think President Link is behind us, I don't know what to tell you. That's awesome. And we need that. We need that in the Mullen Arena. We need that up at Robertson. So when we get back to normal, Gators, you better be there, because President Link is there and she's taking notes.
I do the Gator chomp.
I've heard. I'm usually focused on something else at that time, but I hear you're pretty good at it.
I have no shame when it comes to cheering on the Gators. Don't worry.
We love it. We love it. Red or white wine, President Link? Red or white?
Definitely red.
Red. Okay.
Always.
Always red. Okay. We've heard the stories about me and my wine experience, so we won't ask that question of myself. What's one thing that Meadville has in common with Rome?
Pizza?
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. I thought you could have went a couple different ways, but pizza's good. I like it. So you have 3 sons. I'm going to give you one sentence for each son to describe them. And remember, this is a family show.
Oh my. I have three sons who could not be more different from each other, right? Those of us who are parents, you're shocked that like three totally different kids could come out of two of the same people. My oldest son is more of an introvert, and but he only lets loose periodically. My middle son is like the mayor, no matter where he goes. He is just out there, although he could focus more on academics. And my little one is my third. He's a typical third kid who had to kind of find his own way. He just entertains everybody, including Izzy, your daughter, wherever he goes.
Awesome. Awesome. So you're a big tennis player. Gators, I've seen her down on the blue courts on Sundays playing. I can tell you, very competitive. So in a tennis match between you and your husband, who wins?
Oh, definitely me. Well, he's had 2 hip replacements, though, the poor guy.
No excuses. No excuses. We know how competitive you are. I experienced that firsthand at a fundraiser, which that's probably a whole nother show. So
That's not part of the family show.
that's not part of the family show now. What is your favorite place on campus?
Good question. Unfortunately, I barely get out of my office, which is not the right answer. My favorite place, although people can't go, I once got to go out on the bell tower of Bentley, and the view from there is so spectacular. I wish we could find a way that everyone could access it, but that would not end well, I'm sure. So I think that because it gives you this 360 view of why this campus is so beautiful and so special.
Great answer. Gators, do not be caught up in the bell tower. Stay out of the bell tower. We're getting ready for the holidays, President Link. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
Oh, you mean like the winter holidays or any holiday?
Winter holidays.
My kids would tell you I'm terrible at the holidays. Really, what is my favorite holiday tradition? It's a good question. Well, I'll tell you a funny story. My in-laws celebrate Christmas, and so we often would go to their house to celebrate Christmas. And my father-in-law had a habit growing up with my husband and sister-in-law of giving highlighters and little mandarin oranges. And so that is what we've now been together 20 plus years. So I always think of my father-in-law and the highlighters when I think about Christmas and stocking gifts. How's that?
Great. No, that's great. Great answer. Great answer. What is one thing you would like to say to a potential student about Allegheny College?
Oh, Allegheny is so special. And I say this, people don't believe me when I say this, that the Allegheny offers the type of college education that I wish I had gotten when I was choosing a college. I went to a large, very well-known university that may or may not be located in Palo Alto, California, had an amazing experience. However, the hands-on attention that students get here, the connections to faculty that every student has access to, and the opportunity to have a major and a minor, to explore 2 sides of your brain at the same time. Those are all things that I wish I had had access to when I was trying to figure out what and who I wanted to be growing up.
Great answer. Great answer. Well, thank you for joining us today on our episode of Sitting with Simmons. Gators, happy holidays to you and your family. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you stay masked up. Make sure you stay healthy. And as always, refuse to lose.
Thanks so much for having me, Coach, and happy holidays to everyone, and go Gators.